Hi, Auntie Sophie. How are you?
I am fine, Auntie Dawn. Thanks for asking. And how are you?
I am doing fabulous. It's 1 year anniversary for the Caribbean Edge Kids.
Yoo-hoo, yippee, yippee, whatever we say.
You can imagine we've been on this journey for 1 whole year.
My goodness, my goodness. And what a year it has been. Thank you so much, Auntie Dawn, for inviting me along for the ride. I was telling you some time ago how great it is to hang out with young people. Even though it's virtual, we're still in their space and just giving me this opportunity to share what I was given as a talent with the little ones and the world at large has done wonders for my psychic, for my spirit, for my well being. And I trust it has done the same for the viewers that have been on the journey with us for this 1 whole year. Yippee!
Yippee. And I did not realize when we started that it was Caribbean American Heritage Month. So, what a great month to celebrate our anniversary as well.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
as you mentioned, just the beautiful and amazing and talented kids that have joined us on the journey, which is the real reason for this show, right? Giving the kids a platform so they can see other kids just like them reading. What a great way to encourage kids to read.
Absolutely. And I've always been an advocate for reading and for sharing and for parents reading to the children, not just leaving it
Mhm.
to the school teachers. But I've always said on the show, Auntie Dawn, read with your children because it creates a bond and it creates memories. Because some of the stories I've shared over the year rather, are stories that was shared to me by my mom. So you see, and it stays with me. So we encourage the children to read and we encourage the parents to read with the children.
Absolutely. And we want to thank your mom, obviously, for sharing these stories with you. And your daughter, Brittany, has also joined us on the show, and she does storytelling as well. So we're preserving that rich African culture. And what a historic event to leave behind for our children and their children and for the next couple generations. I love what we do so much. And I thank you, Auntie Sophie, for having been there every step of the way on this journey. Thank you.
You're very welcome. And we like this, as we say, it's a legacy. And as you said, my daughter joined us and shared. And of course, it's as a result of me reading to her as a little girl. As she shared with you, she remembered some of the expressions or the stories that I have shared with her and how she got interested in reading. So see, people, it works.
Yes. And we've met some amazing authors along the way. We've had the honor of having renowned storyteller Dr. Amina Blackwood Meeks, who has joined us on this journey probably about 5, 6 times. She's joined us for the Christmas episode. She's shared her experience as well. So she certainly stands out as one of the most beloved storytellers that willingly shares her time with us. And she's just amazing, as well as all the other authors that have come on. And we started our own book club as well. And she was our first author. So that is amazing for us.
That is wonderful. And I've always admired Dr. Amina Blackwood Meeks. I revere her storytelling style. And as an author, I'm very impressed. And I just thank her for what she does for our Caribbean heritage. I like to call her the guardian of our intangible heritage. So
I
that's
love
all the storytelling and sharing that she has done over the years. I just love me some Dr. Amina Blackwood Meeks and all the authors that came on as well. We appreciate them and we encourage others. If you have a book coming down the pike or you're already an established author, come on over, join us for that.
it. And we're having a book club every month. So each of the authors get to come on and interact with the kids and share their books with them, because comprehension is key as well. So definitely looking for authors and children as we continue to grow and celebrate what we're doing for the children. Someone else that stands out to us is our Consul General, Oliver Mayer, has joined us a couple of times on the show as well. What an honor and privilege to have him interact with the kids, and he's always fun.
He is. And he has sanctioned this program as he thinks it's very important. He said in one of our episodes that he kind of remember as a child watching the Miss Lou program on television, where she had this forum where kids would come and perform, share their talent, and she would have storytellers on. And she too was one of those that preserved our intangible heritage, and we love me some Miss Lou. So CG was very happy about this forum and this platform, that we're here trying to continue the legacy of sharing our Caribbean history and heritage with the world.
Absolutely. And I think that was called Ring Ding, right?
Yes, that's what it was. The Miss Lou program was called Ring Ding every Saturday. People in our time and our era remembers it. And guess what? We had on a little man called Pat Cover. Remember? Because in our culture, we celebrate big and we make a lot of noise. And in each time we did something great as an island, people would come out in the streets and celebrate, and they would bring anything that would make a clang or a bang or a noise. And I guess somebody just thought, why not grab the pot covers from our house and bang, there you got a cymbal. So there's a gentleman down in Jamaica, I think it's Donovan, that he loves to travel around with his pot cover, and he came on to celebrate with us with his pot cover and to share that part of our now formed heritage, right? Pot cover.
Pot cover. So yes, it's such a pleasure and honor having him come on the show as well. And let's talk a little bit about with patois, with language, with dialect. Lord of mercy. It's been quite an amazing journey with that, teaching the kids how to speak a little bit of patois.
And yes, and we're happy you joined Auntie Dawn in that mission as well, because I know you as a child, you were not allowed to speak the Jamaican vernacular, the dialect. You were bound with Jamaicans and Mossam bound. She was Mossam bound to speak the Queen's English. But we enjoy our patois and we encourage the children to learn it. We're not saying they need to be speaking it every day, but to be aware that this language exists in Jamaica. It is a formal language, and it's good to know that they too can share in this beautiful, beautiful language and understand when others are speaking. And a lot of the kids on the program, Auntie Dawn, we learned have parents from Jamaica or different parts of the Caribbean. And most Caribbean islands have a dialect of form of sort. Ours is patois, and it is a pleasure to share that with the world. So that was fun for me too. Yes.
Thank you. And it is certainly a pleasure to watch the little ones try to speak it. And then we've had some kids come back and they have grown their dialect, their language, their patois, and they're actually teaching us what they've learned. What better joy could you have? And then parents have reached out and said, oh my gosh, thank you for teaching our kids this, because we don't think about it on a daily basis. So yes, my kids beat me up and said, Mom, you needed to take me to Jamaica more often, or you need to teach me more. And I get to teach other people's kids some patois, because we know we live overseas. We certainly don't use it as much as we do unless you're amongst your friends. So it's not something we consciously teach our kids. So I'm trying to teach mine a little more as well. Yeah.
When they go back to Jamaica, they can, relate.
They can.
As you mentioned, one kid came on who, well, it's not a practice in our household to speak the dialect, but when she came on, you tried. And then she came back and her first words clearly were, me little but me talawa, which is a kind of it's a big declaration. We asked her what it meant and she explained she's small but powerful. So isn't that just beautiful? It warmed my heart. It really
It does. And that's one of the moms that actually said, um, thank you for reminding me that I need to teach my kids our language because we don't think about it on a daily basis because we speak the Queen's English. So, one of the things that we want to do with this show, which we've done and you've done an exceptional job of doing, is just the storytelling, the Anansi stories.
right.
So
Sharing
tell us about that.
yes, that's a part of our heritage as well because I grew up hearing Anansi stories. So this was just easy for me to share with the children. And Nancy, as we know him as our one of our main folklore preacher in our time. So sharing the stories and each of these stories, they have morals. We encourage the children as they come on to share stories that have meaning and morals or just some kind of lesson that the children leave with when they're through. So Anansi really does that for us as we go through Anansi's journey. We learned how he got his 8 legs. We discovered why the stories were called Anansi stories, and we discovered some of the tricks and some of the frolicking that Anansi went through because we know he's a trickster, right? And we learned that Anansi was lazy and Anansi loves to eat and all of the things that made up Anansi's personality. We brought out during the storytelling and it was just it is fun. It is fun. It is fun. For
And
me,
a lot of the kids, because of you, have learned about Anansi stories because they've never heard of it before, especially being outside of the Caribbean region. And a lot of the kids have even found Anansi books and read them
yes,
on the show. So that's been an awesome way of giving back to us and making that heartfelt, our hearts warm and cozy and thankful for what we do every day.
yes. And I mentioned to you, Auntie Dawn, that it's good to hang out with children. I think that's what kept Miss Lou alive so long. She spent most of her years hanging out with children. And it's just such a treat. It warms our heart. It gives us a feeling of, it's a youthful feeling, I think. It makes us think back. A lot of the times, the things the kids share, we pause and we go, I remember doing that. So they do take us on those fun memory journey. And we love that. So, yes, hanging out with the kids, even though I said it's in a virtual space, they still warm our hearts. And we look forward to doing it each and every Sunday religiously. It doesn't matter what's going on in our household. We know we have to pause and get on our program for story time at 1 p.m. Isn't that something, Auntie Dawn?
It is. It warms my heart every Sunday just to meet the little kids, hear what they have to read for us. Some of them sing. We've had the steel drums come on. We've had dancers come on. Oh my gosh, these kids are so talented, so bright. I remember we set our age group for 5 to 15, and our little Olivia Grace is 4 years old. And when we first saw her, and she's singing, and her personality, and how well she reads, we are like, oh, 4-year-olds. And she's been on a couple of times to warm our hearts and sing for us. So there's some amazing, amazing children. And I don't think anything else excites me as much as doing this show and being able to meet these kids and their parents and the authors and all the special guests we've had for this year. We want to say thank you so much. It is a live show, and kids do say the darnest things. So we've had some energetic kids and kids who are very shy, and then some kids that are just exceptional readers and just brilliant. And each and every kid has touched our heart one way or the other. Do you have any memorable moments of kids saying the darnest things?
Dawn, I know, and as you said, it's live. So just so everybody knows, we have no idea when the camera starts to roll what's going to unfold. Even though we prep them sometimes, we talk before, as we say, time to record. Things come out. So we're always in for a treat. We're always in for a surprise, as you, the viewers, are, because as I said, we have no idea what's going to unfold. Auntie Dawn, I remember the young kid, I can't remember her age, but we talked before. Everything seemed fine. Everybody seemed composed. And once we started rolling, the new personality came out. I don't know if you Jamaicans know about Pupa Lake. Of course you do, but the Americans won't. This is like doing a cartwheel, literally. She was in the sofa, turning upside down and having a ball. And then, of course, her little baby sister is, we always ask, do you have siblings and so on? And we always expect to hear, oh, yes. And the kids will be proud of their siblings. Oh, no, this one wasn't having it. She made it so clear that this sibling was a pest. And she said, no, this is the one you don't want. So it's just too many incidents to remember, but that stood out. That was just, I couldn't contain. Rather, I couldn't.
I or the other reader.
Yeah, I carried on. I couldn't compose myself. So I was, really dramatic about it. But yeah, we've had fun, and it is good every single Sunday. Something new, something different, something we're not sure of.
Yes, she was certainly our most active reader. And like you said, you can't plan for it, and you just go with the flow. And each child just brings that special edge to the Caribbean Edge kids, and we just love and adore them for it. So we're thankful, we're blessed, and glad to celebrate one beautiful and amazing year. So we thank you all.
Thank every single one of the supporters, the parents, as we've said before. And we encourage the comments. Keep sending them in. Auntie Dawn, remind everybody where they can reach you for the Caribbean Edge Kids.
You can always email us at thecaribedgekids@gmail.com. So THE, Carib, CARIB, Edge, EDGE, kids @gmail.com, and we will respond. We're always looking for amazing children to showcase their talents, their reading abilities, as well as authors that are willing to come on and share with the children as well. So yes.
And Auntie Dawn, we want to thank one of the main school that supports you. They were the first school
Bethlehem Junior Academy right here in Florida has sent us some amazing children along with the parents' support. And so they've encouraged other kids just to be brilliant as well. So yes, they're definitely Bethlehem Junior Academy, a proud sponsor of the Caribbean Edge Kids. And we can't thank Miss Pat and Miss Audrey enough. And of course, their mom, who founded that school, and they just believe in exceptional children and excelling, and a great support system for children. So we encourage everyone just to watch this show and be encouraged, be inspired, and share it with kids, because it's an amazing opportunity to be inspired and encouraged to promote reading, and also do it with a little diversity and culture as well, with a lot of storytelling from Auntie Sophie. So thank you.
And of course, we also want to thank our Michelle, who is behind the scenes, the quiet storm. She's always in the back trying to make sure things are okay. And she finds some of the most amazing talents as well, right, Auntie Dawn?
She surely does. Auntie Michelle works so hard in getting these kids together, getting their pictures together, and just organizing them for us. So this show definitely needs Auntie Michelle's love and support, which she willingly gives as much as each of us do. So thank you to Auntie Michelle. I wish you weren't so camera shy, because then you'd be here with us.
She likes to work in the background, the quiet storm. And of course, we encourage other schools to try to get on board. If any principals are listening, teachers, and you have some brilliant kids in the classroom who just need that spotlight and a forum to shine, we encourage the teachers to reach out to the Caribbean Edge Kids and let us know if you've got some little talented ones there that would really, really be good on this program to shine and to share their talent with the world. Because some kids
Yeah.
just need a forum, Auntie Dawn. They just need that
Well,
forum.
you know what? We've had a couple readers from Bethlehem Junior Academy that started that school and they weren't able to read. And they've said that live. And then just with the work of the teachers and their parents supporting them, they're now reading on the show. And so that's so motivational in itself. We've had feedback from kids saying, wow, this makes me feel so good because I couldn't read when I started this school. And now I'm reading live for other kids. I mean, you can't beat that. It's priceless.
It is. And some of them grow up right on screen where they come in, they're used to sitting down and they're shy, but just getting the opportunity to be on this forum allows them to kind of come out of themselves. So we've seen the growth on this program over the year with our repeat kids. So it's really, really good all around. Auntie Dawn, the thing turn up. The thing turn up.
One love for everybody. We love enough. And we just want to encourage and inspire you guys. So make sure you share this episode. Make sure you contact us because your kid might be next live on the Caribbean Edge Kids. What we say in Jamaica? Walk good.
Walk good. One love. Peace out. The Caribbean Edge Kids. Turn up.
Turn up. An amazing year.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
1 year and counting.
Bye.
Bye, Auntie Dawn.
Bye, Auntie Sophie. Love you, girl.